Hey, and welcome to LeadTV. This is your weekly bite-sized chunk of leadership wisdom to help you become a really confident and inspiring leader and get amazing results from your team. So we're going to tackle an unusual topic this week. We're going to talk about how do I sort of change the direction for my existing team, because I've talked a lot lately about starting clean, making sure that your new staff in their induction or in part of their sort of first 48 hours understand exactly what you need from them, who you are, what your expectations are, what they can expect from you, and that you gain agreement and commitment to those things so that you can now, move forward. But what happens if you have an existing team that you've had for years and you didn't do that at the start, right? What happens if you have a team of people who maybe some of them have some bad habits and you really want to step up and move in a different direction? You don't know how to tackle that. This question always comes up in one of my leadership programs. So it will come up either in Salon Management Masterclass or it'll come up in Salon Leader Bootcamp when we're talking about influencing our team and lifting to a higher standard and how to coach them to get there. So the question always is, I didn't do any of that at the start and my team aren't doing that. What do I do? Okay. So know this, it's never too late. You can at any point draw a line in the sand, okay, and signal a fresh start or a new way forward, okay? Time for a new direction, if you like. So you can do that at any time, but you've got to have a conversation. So this quite possibly could be at a team meeting. Might be one-on-one, okay, but it could be at a team meeting. What you need to do is talk to your staff about your exciting new vision of the future. So for instance, it might go something like, hey guys, look, I've been doing a lot of thinking, or look, I've been to a program, I've come back full of ideas and really excited about possibilities for the salon and where I think the business could go from here and what is possible for us. And I kind of feel like we're ready to step it up. I feel like we're ready to kind of take on a whole new level of growth and development, and I'm so excited about that. I'm so excited about us now kind of working together to play at a higher level, right? And I want to talk to you about what that looks like for me. And this is where you might talk about exactly what that looks like. So you might say, look, I really want to move toward a situation where we move from doing lots of clients quickly to maybe fewer clients per day at a much higher level, more with each client. So the clients have a much more enjoyable experience, they spend more time with us, they're having more services, of course the average spend is higher, and we're not feeling like we're pushing clients through. So that's going to take us stepping up and understanding, well, what does that level of service look like? What does that need from me? What does that consultation look like? What does that level of education look like, etc. You might talk about moving from a situation where you're not doing the dry-offs or the, letting clients go without blow dries. Maybe you see a salon where everybody leaves beautifully finished, okay? But that's not how you started, because, you've started a business in a bit of fear, as we often are. And if clients have said to you in the past, don't worry about that, I don't need a blow dry, you've gone, well, what can I do? Okay, so you've got yourself into this situation where you've got this whole tribe of clients whose services are not finished properly, okay, and you don't know how to get out of it. This is a great time to say, guys, let's draw a line in the sand. Let's move forward from here. Let's step it up. I see a business that operates at this level. Okay, so add in whatever your vision for your salon is here, okay? Now, whatever you've described there, this is the salon I see for us. The next point you need to make is, now guys, it's not just gonna happen by accident, okay? Just wishing that it will happen isn't gonna make it happen. We're not all gonna wake up tomorrow and boom, we walk into a business that has instantly changed overnight. We're going to have to move it in that direction. Each of us is going to have to be part of that new future. It's going to take consistent effort, okay, and consistent commitment from us to build that business, okay, to build the business that we literally want to have. And I'm absolutely keen to be there right beside each one of you, helping, guiding, encouraging, and moving us forward. But the question I have for each one of you is, How do you feel about that? Is that a situation you want to be part of? Are you ready and willing to be part of that exciting new chapter? Is that something that you want? Okay, of course I'm looking for commitment there. And in this way, I guess I'm signaling change is coming. Okay, I'm painting the picture of an exciting new future. And I'm presenting the need for change and why we can't stay where we are and why we need to evolve and move to this new, better future in a way that hopefully lifts and inspires them to want to be part of that. Okay? Why? Because remember, good people want to be part of something special. Really good people don't just want to go to work anywhere. They want to be excited, inspired, and proud of where they work. And more than anything, when we do some market research and we talk to lots of different staff, you know what they say? The number one thing that they want, more than anything else, are opportunities to grow. So good people want to be part of something special and they want to grow, okay? So the right people will be inspired by this, by rising to a whole new level together as a team. So this should be an exciting thing. However, let me now address the question that is always asked right now when we discuss this in a workshop, which is, what do I do if I've got a couple of people who are not excited about that, brave new future? What if I've got some people who don't want to rise to a whole new level? Maybe they're a bit resistant. Maybe they're quite negative about the whole idea, or quite cynical or sarcastic or something. Or maybe, they are quite happy to cruise along at a very basic level. Thank you very much. Okay, I've got a couple of tips and suggestions that I can give you to help you manage that situation and make some of the decisions that you might need to make that are coming up, okay, in the best interest of your business. So number one, wherever you see resistance from people at the potential of change coming into the business, I always check in with them about why they're feeling like that. What's causing that? Because sometimes I find that it's just a fear response that is triggered anywhere in their lives, wherever uncertainty comes in. We all have different levels of tolerance for uncertainty. Some people just, even if the situation's not great, it's the devil they know, that's what they want to do, they don't want to change it, even if that could be better, it could also be worse, I'm not going to take the risk, right? So you have some people that's just part of their personality typing. So sometimes if you can talk it through with them and talk through some of their concerns and pay them the respect of being present and listening to those and letting them feel heard, sometimes you can dissolve a lot of that fear around things that probably weren't going to happen anyway, okay? So sometimes just talking about it, giving them just the respect of your time can just reassure them and they will gently come on board. So that can resolve the problem. Number two, if they don't do that, if it's not necessarily fear, but it is resistance. So you're trying to move the team this direction and they're pulling back in a different direction or pulling back to where you were. Question you need to ask yourself is, you need to decide if the level that they are comfortable with is a level that you are comfortable with. Okay, so if they are unwilling to come with you to this level and they want to pull it back to here, you have to decide, how do you feel about that? Is that okay? Will you be happy if that is the level at which your business plays? Okay, is that standard acceptable to you? Or could that potentially bring your whole team down, pull the team down to that standard? And will that be okay with you, right? Or are you potentially compromising your standards or the future potential of your business because of one person who's unwilling to be a part of that growth? Okay, so I know these are some big questions that you need to ask yourself, but it's critically important that you sit with this and make the decisions that your business needs you to make, all right? Even more than that, if this is the case, that person is unwilling, yes, you think, if you accept this, then it is going to pull the whole team back and you are going to resent that, okay? Then I would ask you, what are you doing about that? Are you telling yourself, well, there's nothing I can do? What can I do, right? Don't stick your head in the sand here, okay? Don't tell yourself that you're a victim, that you're powerless, that there's nothing you can do. Have the conversations that need to be had to resolve the issue. And leading on from that, here's where we may need to go next. Let me talk to you about growing and potentially outgrowing people, okay? If you are someone who grows rapidly, you're a constant lifelong learner, very into, say, development, personal development, and you're on a path of fast growth, okay? Or, you know, continual evolution, if you like. You will likely find it in business and in life that you will outgrow people, okay? Because you will strike people who are unwilling to grow at that level with you, and you'll have to make a decision. Do I stay? Do I give up my growth and stay? Or do I move on? And sometimes that takes some courage. What I want you to understand is this. The people who came with us on this part of our journey may not always be the people who will take us on the next part of our journey. So the people who got you here won't always be the people who get you there. And that's okay, okay? Some of your team may not be willing or able to go the whole way with you, okay? This is as far as they are able to go or willing to go, okay? That's totally okay. You need to absolutely respect that is their limit. That's as far as they can go. However, you need to decide if that makes them the right fit for your team, okay? So let me tell you that it's okay to let go. If this is as far as you can go together, it's okay to let go. And that doesn't have to be an angry process. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make them a bad person. It just makes them unwilling to jump on your bus and go where you want to drive it. That's all it means, okay? You can still absolutely part on good terms. Wish each other well, thank each other for each's contribution so far, okay? And just acknowledge that what you need from them is not what they're comfortable to give. So really, it's a mature and open and respectful conversation, and it should be onwards and upwards for both parties here, but it may not be together. It just means onwards and upwards separately, okay? So having that calm conversation, that really mature and open and respectful conversation can be the absolute best thing for all parties concerned. For you, because if you don't have that conversation, sooner or later you will resent that person for holding you back, because you will blame them. As much as it's your decision, often we tell ourselves there's nothing we can do, and we resent that person because we think, well, I wanted my business to go here, but you're not letting me do it, okay? So tension will build, let me tell you. That person will feel it. There will be tension in the relationship, and let me tell you, other staff will feel it. So having the conversation could save you weeks or months of awkward tension that sometimes you can possibly cut with a knife, because people around you will sense it. This for them could be a great new opportunity to find their new happy place, right? Particularly if they're a bit in a rut, they've been a bit negative, they're not happy, okay? Mentally, they probably checked out long ago, but physically they're still here taking a paycheck, okay? This could be their opportunity to find a place where they are aligned with the values of the team. They're just going to play at a different level than where you want to go, right? So they need to find somewhere that they are comfortable with the values and the expectations of that owner and that team, okay? So this could be a win-win for both if you do it well, okay? Plus, what does that mean for you? You also now have the opportunity to bring someone new and fresh into your business who is aligned with where you are now and where you want to go in the future, not where you were 3, 5, 8 years ago, okay? So the person you would employ today is likely to be quite different than the person you employed back then. So here is your opportunity to do that, to find someone and bring someone into the team that is totally aligned and excited by the new direction and super keen to be part of that journey, okay? So yes, absolutely, give everyone on your team every possible chance of being successful. Give them your time and your attention in the form of coaching and mentoring and guidance and crucial conversations when needed, etc. Give them that opportunity. But when it's absolutely clear, cards are on the table, that you want different things, then it is okay. In fact, it's absolutely necessary to let go, okay? So that each of you can move on to where you need to go next, to the next journey for you. People need to grow, guys. Not everyone is going to fit, and the more specific you get about who you are and what you expect, the fewer are going to fit. So you'll have to get very good at growing your own, right? But not everyone is going to fit, and absolutely not everyone is going to fit forever, because you are growing and changing, okay? And that is exactly as it's meant to be. You can let go, okay? People need to grow and move on. So that's a little bit of food for thought for you this week. That was on a slightly different tangent. I hope that has got you thinking about who's on your team, and if possibly you might have a couple of people, one or two people who, you know what, who are showing you that they're coming to the end of their journey. They want to jump off the bus. It's time to find a new bus for them and an exciting new journey for them, and an equally new and exciting journey for you. So guys, that has been this week's episode of LeadTV. I really hope that's been helpful for you if you're dealing with that situation. Stay tuned. I'll be right back here same time next week with another episode of LeadTV on an interesting and valuable leadership topic. So I'll see you next week. Bye for now.